Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm going to enjoy this.
And today we are taking a look at some more of my favourite classics on the Sega Mega Drive. Or, as it's also known,
as the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I was very surprised this morning, Gary, when I came over and you said, yeah, we're going to do a Gaming Friday video. Okay, what are we playing? Well, I've made a list.
Well, this is my second now classics look back.
You know me, I love the classics. I'm watching you play Sonic and, can you remember which way he's going?
I used to be able to beat this entire first stage in 30 seconds.
Well,
I used to time myself. I think 28 seconds was the fastest I'd ever beat.
The amount of practice we've had playing this one level was just, up in the air.
Hooray.
This game is absolute classic.
Absolutely. And, well, I think this game is... I think the Sonic franchise itself has sold more than 80 million copies of... That's including all Sonics over all platforms.
Yeah.
It is a mainstay, you know. This game of Sonic as well has just, you know, a lot of people would say, yeah, maybe Sonic 2 is the best one, or Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic 3 is pretty good.
Sonic 3 is pretty good. Some people will even say that Sonic Spinball was the best game of Sonic ever.
Yeah.
But for me, it's Sonic 1. You know, you wouldn't have had any of the other Sonic games without this one.
That is true. Special shoes back there. But it's the simplistic value to it. The fact that I will drop in and out of this game every now and again and still get to bits like that and think, how the Christ, you know, how did I not see that? How did I not dodge out of the way of that? Now I've got to build 50 rings all again. Challenging. I mean, the Sonic games were up there just along with the Mario games. People would say Mario was definitely harder. Yes,
I would say so.
But Sonic still had its moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you're trying to get those Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was playing for a little while the other week, and I got to the first, you know, Chaos Emerald bonus stage.
Yeah.
And fluffed it. I was like, I know what I need to do, but I just kept bouncing off the buttons, which make it change its rotation. And I'm just like, I need to go that way, but it keeps rotating me this way, and I'm never going to... Oh, now I've just...
You're flying all the way back. There. Yeah, trying to get... I think it was the 6 Chaos Emeralds.
Yes.
Now, I've never got all 6 before. I've only cheated to get the Supersonic, and then when you did get him and you turned all yellow with the 50 rings, it was pretty badass.
No.
Enjoyed it. Oh, he's dropped them all.
Got some slight invincibility. Oh, God, last as long as I remember it does.
Yeah, we need one.
I need at least one for the boss. Oh, God, there's 10 there.
You just know the icons as well, don't you?
I thought I was dead falling down there.
Oh, we're going to get to the boss over there.
Yeah, we're going to get to the boss. But of course, anybody who owned a Sega Mega Drive or a Sega Master System would know Sonic, because, you know, a lot of people go, it's unfair to count Sonic sales when the fact that it released with every single Mega Drive that was sold.
That was a good marketing ploy.
That was definitely a good marketing ploy.
It's, you know, he was iconic, especially going up against... Somebody had to go up against Mario.
Yeah.
And I did... I had him. You were getting owned by Robotnik. Come on, Robotnik, kill him.
It's been so long.
Come on, Robotnik. I'm rooting for Robotnik, Gary. That's terrible. Can you get him? No. I mean, I had a Master System. I had a Mega Drive. I think I owned all Sonic games at one point, but then I had to stop. You know, when they started making it go to pinball, and they started... You know, he got his own cartoon TV series.
I stopped playing when they went into the 3D world of Sonic. So, next game. And so this next game on the list is a game
Sega. I love this game. I love it. I just know from the opening what game it is.
You can tell just from that little hand coming up.
I've played this game so much, I can tell.
Really?
Yes.
Man, I've not played this game so much. I borrowed this game off a friend, and then within like 3 days just gave it back. I was like, I cannot play this game. It's so difficult.
Hard. It is super hard. You've got to know this game. I mean, this is Comix Zone, a beautiful side-scrolling beat 'em up for the Sega. Came out in '95. The graphics alone, they just set you up that you're being thrown into this comic book world, and the levels, the way they're designed as well, work in its favour.
Yeah.
But as soon as you drop in, so you've got those 3 items. You've got You've left the items, Gary. Oh my God, that's brilliant.
What items?
Those 3 items you kind of need. You also need to know the buttons to choose each item. There's a rat that your pet rat is around here. You can use him to find special items on the levels, but you've got to keep him alive. The bosses, I think there are timed bosses.
Well, I think that from what I remember, the entire zone has a timer on it that you can't see because your health bar just depletes as time goes on its own.
Really? I thought you only depleted when you took damage.
I'll have to check. But or it's just me just being so terrible and my health just kind of...
Well, I didn't want to say that, but you know,
I'll be honest, I'm not very good
player.
at this game. I never get very far.
This game, yeah, but this game is brilliant. You've got to keep playing this game. You know, like here's your pet rat. So your pet rat, there are certain sections that he can find health, but I'm pretty sure they're random as well.
Right.
So I think it's left on the, no, maybe A. It's one of the button, one of the letter buttons that you can drop the rat down.
Right.
And he will scratch at the background picture. And when he scratches, items will drop out, and then you can use the items to obviously fight the bosses. I managed to get to the boss who captures your female friend that you saw at the beginning.
Right.
And the timer, she's stuck in a room full of, and it's filling with gas. So you've got to defeat the boss before she dies, and I could never do it. It's just so hard.
The reason why I kept persevering and trying with this game is just because I love the comic book style nature to it. You know, the levels all being broken down into panels.
Yeah.
All the dialogue coming up in speech bubbles. It just felt good. It just, you know, it's got great music, it's got great graphics, it's got colourful characters, but it's just so unforgivingly difficult that I just couldn't stick to it.
See, the thing with me is that I played the first level so many times through death. Don't hit that box. There we go.
I don't want to kill myself.
I should have. Yeah, I was going to say you should have dropped the box down. I think this room, if you can work out to drop the rat down, he'll find you some health. But you have to destroy the barrels, which means you're going to lose health.
Right. I'll just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to kick that. If you can kick that guy, he goes through all 3 walls.
Oh. Let's try and
go for the sidekick. The animation for them as well worked, and you can find combos like that uppercut there.
Yeah. Well, it's just a case of changing the direction you're facing on the
Oh, brilliant! Oh, brilliant!
Fuck!
Awesome.
This game.
Next game.
Yeah, next game. Electronic Arts.
Oh, I know this one as well. Oh, this could be Road Rash. No, it's definitely Desert Strike. Desert Strike 92. Oh.
1992. Now, this game just... Wow. Now, I remember there was controversy when this game came out. The return to the Gulf. Why? Because America had just started the Gulf War. Well, this game was inspired by the Gulf War. And there's a lot of controversy with people just going, no. You can't do a game that recreates real-life military sort of moments.
Yeah, conflict. I felt bad through playing this because certain situations, like for example, you've just come across a guy in the middle of the desert shooting at you. Yeah. So what do? You gun him down with your minigun.
Of course. Well, if he's shooting at me.
But I've got the missiles to waste, so I might as well just use this Hellstrike missile as well. It's very controversial. But this game as well, just like Comix Zone for me, you had to know this game. You had to play this game a lot.
You had to learn the maps, know where, what weapons to use. Oh shit!
Yeah, get them. Watch out for those turrets. You got to know the menu. You got to know the armor.
I need to move.
Yeah. Just watching this. How long has it been since you've flown an Apache helicopter?
Several years.
Oh. See now that.
Friendly troops destroyed.
Did she just kill one of your?
Yeah.
See,
it was an accident. This is the wrong button.
See what have we dropped there? Nothing. See, now you've made the first rookie mistake by going in there and not checking your map. You've got to know what the mission objectives are. You've got to know where you're going. I've played this level so many times from childhood that I think I should be okay.
I know I've got to destroy those satellites. I've just destroyed one of them.
Yeah, there's a second one. Yeah, there's a second one round.
I'm just looking for there's somebody I can rescue down there.
Can you remember what bonus you get if you drop off people?
I don't know. Is it more health? More
you get
fuel?
an armor upgrade, which your armor is actually your health. Fuel is scattered all around the map. Your ammo boxes are scattered all around the map.
That's right.
But armor is very rare.
Well, let's bring up my... So I'm down to 68 fuel. My armor's at 415. Got one person. I've got 3 lives.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing all right. My radar sight is just
to the
here. East of me.
Yeah.
There it is.
There we go. Got the
it's just a case of moving around and trying to...
Bob and weave. You got bob and weave.
Yes, because obviously those turrets, they move fairly slowly. Oh, I just crashed into the satellite.
That little bonk on the nose from watching this spin around. It's I did this one. I completed this strike.
Yeah.
I didn't do.
There was an urban strike.
Urban strike or jungle strike.
Jungle strike. I played them all. This is the one that I played the most because the other ones got, I don't know, more difficult, I guess.
Nuclear Strike on the PlayStation 1 was really, really good, and it kind of updated it. There's an ammo upgrade, ammo weapons. It got a bit of an like a movie style appeal with the PlayStation 1's capacity for videos.
Right.
And it did work. And bringing in the whole Russian Crimean War. Oh, rescue that guy.
Oh, I'm in a danger zone. I shouldn't be here.
Yes, you are down. Gotta watch that armor, man.
Yeah.
Can't be just flying around trying to take on everybody.
I'm in an airfield. I shouldn't be. This place is considered too dangerous right now. And that
yes,
thing is the worst. Those are the worst.
Take you out. He's gonna. You need to drop off those guys.
Oh
you are
my
down.
God, two rockets from that thing. It's because I'm in the danger zone. I know I shouldn't be here. I just wanted to.
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying watching you die on.
Yeah, this is. I mean, there were games that had cheat codes. I never had cheat codes for this game. I guess there would have been infinite fuel and armor and weapons, but
yeah, but
I like the challenge. I like having to learn the maps and go right. There's fuel over there. I don't need it yet, but I'm going to need to come back. And I can't move for some reason.
He's warning low armor. He's bumped into the
bounced off the air control tower.
See, but what I learned from this when I completed this, and this is what led me into Nuclear Strike.
I'm much better than this. I really am. I am.
You needed the map.
Yes, you need the map.
You need to use the map a lot.
And you need to learn where everything is on the map. All right, next game. Now, here is a classic.
Yes. Are you going to do better on this than you did on the last two?
Probably not. Because most of my Castlevania games, obviously, I've played on the NES or even on the Game Boy.
Right, yeah.
This is the only Castlevania game that came to the Sega Mega Drive.
Yes.
So a lot of people either had a SNES or the Mega Drive, and so everyone on the Nintendo was like, yeah, we've got Castlevania and Castlevania and Castlevania. And so finally, Mega Drive gets a Castlevania game, and it was considered it is canon, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's a side story to the main story of Castlevania.
It's still pretty badass.
It is still pretty badass. Now, I can tell you now, we are playing the American version of the game.
Okay.
Because in the European version was partially censored, like from the main logo.
Right.
Instead of blood dripping and blood on the ground, it was just turned into water.
Oh.
Zombies in the game were, you see their pinkish legs, their flesh-coloured legs, they were turned green. So they kind of looked like monsters from Splatterhouse in a way, because they didn't like the realistic approach at the time.
See, now I've done this first level. My Castlevania experience is timid at best because the games do brutalize me, but I can get to the boss, and I'm just wondering if you are going to get to the boss.
I'm going to try, and I haven't played this game since, I remember it fondly.
Yeah, well, I know where you've got to go, but I just, it's trying to remember all the different buttons. So you've got your special power boomerang up there that you can throw,
yeah.
And you've got to be careful with your health.
Yeah, I don't remember there being health packs or like hearts in the versions I remember.
Well, I've always found in Castlevania games you find hearts, but most of the time you're just finding power-ups for your special weapon.
Yeah.
So you've got the blue jewels up there, the blue and red jewels that you're picking up. They give you the ability to use your boomerang thing. Yeah. And you can get other power-ups as you go. I always found the best one to be the grenade holy water.
That's a good one, yeah.
I usually just aim for that. But I remember there's an upgrade for your weapon, your main weapon, that powers that up. And if you lose that, then it can get really fucking difficult.
I just remember going around with the whip and just whipping, the candle holders and walls and just eating turkeys.
Well, that's it. There's two. There are two characters in this one. You've got the first guy. I think that's Simon Le Bon, or is that the lead singer Duran Duran? I can't remember. You've got the guy with the whip, and then you've got this guy with the spear. And get away from his fire.
Yeah.
If you can use your special, where's your special? Yeah.
It's too far. Wanted to recharge it.
Yeah.
Couldn't throw the special straight away. After.
He has got a bit of distance. I think the second blood spot he doesn't go past. You
Yeah.
gotta watch out for that fire. And keep smacking him in the face. This isn't the first boss. This is just a sub boss, by the way.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, first boss.
You're not getting off that easy. No. I went through
just a few more jabs.
I went through 3 Splatterhouse games, man. You got to go through Castlevania.
I can do this. I mean, I've got hardly any health left.
No, and that's the difficulty as well. Is that you are wanting.
Oh, I've got axes.
You've got throwing axes now. You are wanting some kind of health jar to appear.
Yeah.
Watch out!
Help me up.
Duck. Your reflexes are
I threw it right over his head and then still got stabbed.
Your reflex got to be really on par.
Yeah. I liked platformer games. I just didn't love platformer games. Oh.
You've got the green fire now.
And
you've lost it now.
Left.
You've lost it
now. Oh, no, blah, 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 blah.
I think you've got 2 lives. Oh, yes, you got rest too. But you'll start at this section.
Okay.
And that's the thing. I love the Castlevania series because it's one of those series of games that can really try me. You know, I get a little bit further. The more and more I play, I learn a bit more, and then I die. And I get really annoyed with myself, and I turn it off, and I say I'm never going to come back to it. Yeah. And then I go, and I remember how I get through the sections.
Yeah.
I'll get past the next boss, and I'm like, yay! But little forgetting that I'm just about to get owned by something else.
Yeah.
And you're getting owned.
I'm getting owned just by everything.
Come on, fight through this, Gary.
Fucking bones. Just
Duck.
I ain't got no specials or power. Fuck. Castlevania. Level 1. Dead.
You got past that sub boss. That's all right.
I'll give it one more go because I'm actually enjoying the gameplay. You know,
you get into it.
It feels good. It doesn't feel clunky or slow. It just makes me feel terrible, which makes me go, I want to get better.
That's it. And
further.
Your reflexes will get faster, and you'll know the enemies. Like there's skeletons, they throw, so you want to get up close because they throw over your head. Yeah. You know, the bats, they will dodge you, but then some of them will go like up and down diagonally in the air like that. Yeah. So you've got to be hitting in all direction. I tend to avoid using my special weapon because I feel like by using my main weapon, I'm doing actually better. Using my special axe, like those axes there, I would never use them because of the angle they throw
at. Yeah.
Oh, this room's hard.
I was just about to say, is that going to kill me?
That's
that going to kill me?
Oh, come on! There, yeah. You got 2 bits of health left, Gary.
Yeah.
The
blood will probably kill me.
Yeah, the blood will kill you, so dodge that.
And a health pack. Nope.
It used to annoy me.
Oh God, that's it. God damn it.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
I know. Now here's a game that I don't want to spend too long playing.
Oh my God, you're going to spend the rest of your life on this game. I've never completed this game.
I've never completed any Ecco the Dolphin games. They are, I remember going around a friend's house and he was just like, yeah, I'm playing Ecco the Dolphin. Want to have a go? And I was just like, wow. The graphics.
I'm a dolphin.
And I'm a dolphin. Yeah, I was just like, but I don't want to go there.
Password system,
yeah. I'm sure there's cheat codes and things. But yeah, I was just blown away by the graphics. I was just like, wow, it just feels smooth. You've got the whole ocean to go and explore. And you can go and talk to other dolphins.
It's so brilliant of a concept.
Well, it's kind of strange that the concept of the game is that aliens have invaded Earth and absorbed or abducted all of the aquatic life.
Yeah.
And so now you are the Ecco must now go and face the monsters and the aliens to restore the balance.
Yeah, and the weird thing is that you mainly just swim around lots of labyrinths underwater, trying to dodge jellyfish while also trying to find crystals to talk to help you. Like I said, I've never completed them, so I do this first section, and then you watch that whirlpool take all the animals away, and then I'm lost. Now. I'm just completely lost. I might be able to get to the next section, and then I'm like, I'll turn it off, put Sonic back on.
Yeah.
And I know they made Ecco 2.
There was a whole bunch of Ecco games.
And then Ecco Junior. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There it's all gone. And
Ecco gets left behind because he was already out of the ocean at the time.
Yeah.
And now he's all alone. And then the adventure begins. And yeah, and it's like, so where do you go? What do you do?
So I think you swim more to the right. Yeah. I always found on Mega Drive games you always go more to the right.
Yeah, it tends to be the case.
Yeah.
But
I never found anybody who actually said to me, I've completed this. Ecco the Dolphin was absolutely brilliant.
I would say it was brilliant. I mean, I do enjoy playing it, but it was either the difficulty got too much, or I just got lost. It was just like, I don't know where to go. The map, there's no map.
The top, up in the top left corner, you've got your oxygen and your health.
Yeah.
Which you've got to be careful for from now on. But yeah, Great Winds of Water. That's it. Ecco the Dolphin. It's not exactly Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, I can't just go and jump on their heads and be out of here. I think I need to jump. Yeah, that's it. I needed to jump over it. I just needed to build up the speed. Because the more you press the button, the faster you'll start swimming.
Oh, watch out for the spikes.
And now the labyrinth.
Yeah, now we're in deep underwater. No map.
No map, but it's colourful. The music's great. The dolphin's cool.
There's not even like an upgradable system.
No.
Like a faster fin. Or faster.
He's already pretty fast. But what am I doing down here?
You're lost now.
I'm already lost.
Actually, if you press star, if you go into pause mode, no. For some reason, I had a vague recollection there of a map, but it's probably a different game. And yeah,
can't go down any further.
Next game, guys. I say next game.
I'm moving on. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what I'm playing?
I got a feeling.
It's in the name. It's right there.
I don't really understand the big draw of this. This happens every time somebody turns on a fucking Mega Drive in my presence. They're like, did you ever play? No, I never played the Mickey Mouse games. Why? Because it's Mickey fucking Mouse, mate.
But it's also Donald Duck, one of my favourite Disney characters.
Well, it's the fucking RoboCop versus Terminator, the Predator 2, the Zero Tolerance, the mass violent aspect games that are out there, and people always wanted to play fucking. Is this one? Oh, this is World of Illusion, isn't it?
This is World of Illusion, which is the sequel to Castle of Illusion.
Yeah, I kind of missed that whole Mega Drive section.
Yeah, well, I mean, this for me is baby's first sort of video game,
Yeah.
I had this after Sonic, but I enjoyed this maybe more than Sonic.
Really?
Because it is easy. I'd say easy. It's easier. The game does have a difficulty-ish spike towards the latter part of the game.
What kind of spike are we talking? I mean, are we talking...
Just timing of doing puzzles and things.
Right.
Just basically platforming. Which I've always said, I am the worst at platforming. I'm not a very good platform gamer. And so the two Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion games, World of Illusions, were easy. I could complete them. And that was when I got the satisfaction of completing a video game.
Right.
And it was like, oh, these games do actually have endings. They don't just perpetually get harder and harder and go on forever.
You only realised that after playing Mickey Mouse?
Well, it was really the Mega Drive that introduced me to games that have an ending sequence. Commodore games, ZX Spectrum games, you just kept going and going and going.
Well, yeah, I see that. But with me for Nintendo and Master System at the same time, I was always pushing myself to get past that section.
Yes.
And I remember on the Master System, one of the big selling games was Castle of Illusion.
Yeah.
And then it was transferred onto the Mega Drive. And like I said, a lot of people were saying to me, oh my God, have you got that game? And I never did because...
I never get that weird noise that Mickey makes when he's crawling.
I never did because I was more interested in the movie-based games. I had the Rambo 3s and the Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And so Mickey, I was looking at people like, how can you play Mickey? It's a baby's game. And then when I started playing baby's games, like I was playing like WWF Challenge on the NES. People are like, that's a baby's game. I'm like, you're fucking playing Mickey Mouse, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it is Mickey Mouse, and it has lots of references to loads of the films, you know, and the fact that it's also 2-player. You know, it was a big thing. You can play it 2-player.
So one of you plays as Donald Duck, the other one plays as Mickey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like,
did you ever play it 2-player or just 1-player?
Yeah, I played it 2-player with my brother growing up, but then after a while it would just be like, even after completing this game, I enjoyed coming back and replaying it again.
Why?
Because it's the same with any game that you complete and then refinish. There is a good sense of accomplishment just playing it through. I also enjoyed the level design, the monsters, the music, the sound effects. I also really enjoyed Quackshot. As another one.
Yeah, you do love your Quackshot.
That almost made it onto this rotation of my classics for the Mega Drive.
But it's no Robocop vs Terminator, man.
No. I mean, I would consider that one and put it on here, but you've already kind of obliterated that game.
I know. And you wanted to play Castle. I want to
also highlight games that we haven't shown yet on a Gaming Friday.
You just wanted to play Castle World of Illusion.
And I just want to continue playing this game. Yeah, but I mean, it's good. It's easy. I can play this. It's not stressing me out either. It's relaxed. It's Mickey Mouse. Don't laugh at me.
I'm laughing.
We're going to play the next game.
Now you want to talk about stressful games.
Now I'm talking about stressful games. Now I thought I'd seen the last of this game.
Oh man, I thought we were done with this game.
God damn, fuck you, Konami!
I love you, Konami.
Fuck you, Konami.
Konami, you're awesome.
No, they're not.
You and Jeff playing this.
Damn it.
I'm bringing this up now.
This is why I've
You and Jeff watching you play this was
a nightmare.
Was painful.
Yeah.
It was mainly painful because I did not feel that Jeff was talented to know the references.
Yeah, well, he didn't know all the film references, true.
He did not know a lot of the motherfucking film references.
Well, he had me there to point them out.
And
the ones that I managed to catch whilst trying to make sure that Jeff wasn't going to get me killed.
Exactly, and you're having to run around with somebody, and he'd never played this, and I just like, I remember saying to you before you started to sit down to play it that you needed to practice, and you're like, nah, we'll be fine. We're going to get into it. And yeah, it was just so funny watching it get terrorized. I still don't understand how to get past that giant worm, though.
The tremor worms. There's certain weapons you need to have. And if you need to bring those weapons from previous levels into the next levels. And if you don't have those weapons, start the game all over again. Yeah. You need to be able to do the secret objectives as well in order to make sure you top up on all those items. Otherwise, you're screwed. And if you don't know that going into the game, you'll end up running yourself into an unwinnable situation, which is what happened to me and Jeff. We realised that we weren't ever going to get out of this. Yeah. And so it was like, we need to start the whole game again, which we just kind of weren't prepared to do. We didn't want to put our audience through watching us play the whole game all over again. Yeah,
you said that to me, and I was just like, no, they do. You have been tasked with playing Zombies Ain't My Neighbors, and you are copping out. You copped out. You both copped out because it was too hard, and it is a very, very hard game. There's so much to take into account for not only just weapons, but keys. Yes. You find keys in the level,
and you can hold some keys.
Yeah, to save, to take to the next level, to unlock other doors. But then, because you're playing 2-player, if somebody doesn't know, they'll end up just walking into a door and using up one of those keys.
Yeah, you're like, you didn't need to. We've already opened it from this exit.
That's
it. Or this entrance.
We need to keep our weapons, and we need to keep those potions. We need to save as many people as we can and get the bonuses for the extra lives.
It also gets more difficult later when you have to rescue a certain amount of characters to progress to the next level. But on later levels, the monsters will run straight into those people you need to rescue from the moment you spawn on the map. Yes. And they'll just start dying.
And you've got to know those levels.
Yes.
You've got to know these levels. You can't really get lost. No. Because if you get lost, you're going to waste time. People are going to die. You're going to lose those points. You've got to know where all the secret entrances and doorways are.
Yeah. I mean, what weapons to use against which people and
the zombies are pretty self-standard with the I think it's holy water that you use. Yeah. But then when you've got the Jason character with the chainsaw, he doesn't really die unless you hit him with a couple of shots of the rocket launcher.
Right.
But you want to save the rocket launcher for something else later on.
Yes.
So you start using the clown decoys, but then the clown decoys you kind of want to save.
But then it's like, how do you deal with a giant fucking toddler that goes running around? It's just like, God damn it.
It's such.
But this is a classic game. This is a fun game for the most part. It is frantic and it is frustrating when you don't know what you're doing, what weapons you need to use. But you know, and also, you know, playing it's 2-player, it increases the fun and also the freneticness and the yelling that you'll constantly have with each other.
Yeah.
When you're trying to do different things. I'm trying to find the entrance into here.
Yeah, find the little secret. I love when I come back to play this, just trying to spot all the sequences.
Yeah.
You know, just something as simple as the film sequences of the barrels in the garden.
Yeah.
Always takes me back to Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
You know, seeing
yeah.
the dolls come out in the shopping mall takes me back to Child's Play and Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
You know, I've never really played or completed the sequel, Ghoul Patrol.
No, I never bothered with the sequel either. Well, I mean,
it turned its side screen.
Yeah.
Tried to keep it the same kind of concepts, but I don't know. Like I said, I've never actually sat down and played it. Every time I've sat down to play a zombies game, I've jumped on this
for sure. Yeah. Yeah. This is one of the greatest Sega Mega Drive games. A lot of fun. Despite its difficulty, it's colourful, it's all the movie nostalgia that you'll have, and the monsters, top rated.
At least you're not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet, no. I'm just going to run down the escalator the wrong way there. And that's going to bring us to the end of this Gaming Friday. I hope you've enjoyed my nostalgic trip back, looking at some of my favourite Sega Mega Drive games of the past. Of course, we will be back next Friday looking at other video games. Of course, film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.
Take it easy.